Scott, we got a couple questions in the comments. Thoughts on Jayden Daniels, what he's done so far?
You know what? I think he's played well. For a rookie. I think he's still taking too many hits. That he doesn't need to take. But I think they got a star in the making there. I really do. I've done a lot of work on him the last 3 years because at Arizona State and of course LSU. He got better and better each year. I mean, dramatically. I went from a 5th round pick to a 3rd round pick to a 1st round pick. Each year. So you saw development. It's going to be the same guy in the NFL each year. Like CJ was talking about a little bit earlier. That first year is tough, but your biggest move is year 1 to year 2. If you got a good football player.
And the reason
he thinks it, he understands the position.
And the reason why the first year is so tough, people don't understand. It's the process. And then you jump into the season. So, you get ready for the combine, meetings and flying around, pro day,
100%.
Draft, OTAs, rookie minicamp, OTAs, minicamp. Yep. Then you get a little 6-week break, and then you're in this long season. And my rookie year, I did all that and went to the Super Bowl. So I ain't even February come around. I'm fried. I was fried by the end of February. Told Pete, don't call me for 2 months. He's like, you gotta be back in the building in April. Right. And it's just depending on who you are as a rookie season, that first season is always the longest season, especially for those guys who are like Jayden Daniels, those 1st round picks that are flying from team to team to team in the mix in the middle, even before or after they pro day.
Well, and it's still not working out, trying to work out, but you're not working out,
Yeah.
I mean, you're worried about the next team you're going to, who you're going to meet with, you're not physically taking care of yourself. You're eating how you're eating, whatever you can eat, it's a bear.
Yeah, it's a long year. It's a long rookie year.
Scott, who does he remind you of?
Honestly, a shorter version. I know he's got a little height to him. Randall Cunningham. He's that athletic. He's that flexible, and he's got a longer release, but he's got length to him, and he can throw the crud out of it now. I mean, it's pretty impressive, and I respected Randall Cunningham quite a bit as a player. In Philly, I thought he was one of the better quarterbacks. I think this kid could be the same type of guy.
Well, ironically, so you were the general manager of the Washington Redskins, now the Commanders. You have him in the building. 2 questions. What is your goal for this year, knowing you're not going to be a Super Bowl contender? And then what do you have to do to surround him with pieces and toys for next year?
Well, you understand it. You got to meet him. And I've talked to him before. He's a really good kid. And he's all about the game. He's all about ball. He's all about understanding the position, learning the position, getting better each week. From a GM standpoint, you always got to surround these cats. I mean, he's not Brett Favre. He's not John Elway. He's not Peyton Manning, but he has enough talent to win with, but it's the sum of the parts again. It's not the individual, now he can make things happen, which is, he's a dual threat. He can stay in the pocket and make the throw, and he can also get outside the pocket and make the run, move the chains. And I think nowadays that's so important in the NFL because all these defenses are getting a little bit undersized compared to what they used to be, and they're playing with athleticism and speed and running all over the field. But he can make some. But he just got to make sure he keep himself healthy.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Because you can't build culture and you can't build continuity if he's on his back.
Correct.
Robert Griffin, RG3,
and he's on the field.
Well, Scott was there for RG3. I'll tell you a funny story about that. So
I'll be right back. I got to hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
So when the Redskins drafted RG3, I remember the first thing they did was they signed Rex Grossman.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I called, and this was the year before Scott took the job. So Bruce Allen calls me up and says, "So what do you think? We're signing Rex Grossman." I said, "That's great. You got RG3 and RG3 and out."